We're back here, WHIP Radio in Philadelphia. Temple had their signing day on Wednesday, and it was a big success. Matt Rule and the Owls get 20 new names that will come on in and play for the 2015 season. And there was a bunch of four-star recruits, but none bigger than TJ Simmons from down south in Florida, and he's kind enough to give us a few minutes right now. TJ, it's Zach Gelb here in Philly on Temple's campus. Thanks for a few minutes, and how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. How about you?
Well, I'm doing great, and we appreciate you giving us a few minutes today, and congratulations on signing with Temple.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So real quickly, we were getting your bio as I was. My national signing day started at Wednesday at 5:45. I was hosting the Temple University National Signing Day show that got underway at 7 and ended at about 10:15. And they gave us a bio of yourself when your letter of intent came in, and it said that you were an avid hunter. How did the interest of hunting come up for one TJ Simmons?
I kind of started when I was younger. My coach used to take us out, and we just kind of went around and hunted hogs, deer, and we just kind of caught a thing for it, and just kind of always stuck with me throughout my high school career. Because my current coach now in high school, he loves to hunt, and a lot of kids on the team like to hunt too as well.
What was the biggest animal that you ever killed?
Probably a deer.
So now let me ask you something. Is it tougher to run over a linebacker and put them on their butt or kill a deer?
It's tougher to kill a deer.
As we're talking to TJ Simmons, four-star recruit coming to Temple University, a running back. So there was a time it looked like you were going to UCLA, and then you decided to come to Temple. I know you're also considering Marshall. Why choose Temple University?
Temple is a great school in a great city. It has lots of tradition. And a guy like Coach Williams, a player's coach, I believe that the program is going to be on the rise, and I just can't wait to get there and do great things at Temple.
You're a compelling follow on Twitter, and I was following you the night before National Signing Day, and you were saying the decision comes tomorrow. It's either going to be Temple or Marshall. How close were you to going to Marshall, or was it clearly that you were going to Temple?
It was pretty much at the end, towards the end, it was pretty much I was clearly going to Temple, and I did my visit, and I just sat down with my family and talked about it. And it was pretty much I was going to go to Temple.
Elijah Robinson played an instrumental part in bringing you here to Temple University. He's the defensive line coach, played at Penn State, has a lot of contacts in the NFL. How did Elijah Robinson sell you on Temple? What's your relationship like with Coach?
Yeah, Coach is a great guy. He just came in and he just told me, you're a kid that has the ability to do a lot of great things at the skill position, also on and off the field as a leader. So you can come to Temple and be a standout guy, and that's what I want to be, and I want to help the team out the best way I can.
There's this expression that I'm sure you already heard of. It's like a hashtag on Twitter called Temple Made. It's a big slogan by the university, and Matt Rule is truly Temple Made. He was here when Al Golden was here, also was here for a year under Steve Adazio, has been to bowl games before, also had experience as an assistant offensive line coach with the New York Football Giants before returning to Temple with his family to be the head coach. What were your impressions on Matt Rule when you got a chance to talk to him?
I think Matt Rule is, he's a great coach. Like I said, obviously a player's coach, and he really understands the game. And I just want to learn a lot more from a guy like him in all aspects of football, and also as a preparing me for a young man too as well.
When I was talking to Coach the other day, he said when he sits down with recruits, he wants them to understand that when you come to Temple, they're not just trying to win a few games like previous years, but they want to go out there and win an American Athletic Conference championship. Do you expect to win American Athletic Conference championship during your time here at Temple?
Yes, sir, I do.
How do you expect to do that? How are you going to help the Owls get that AAC title?
Well, definitely in my position, score lots of touchdowns, rush for lots of yards. Also, P.J. Walker back there too as well, and Kareem Ali on the defensive side of all. Just come together as unity, as a brotherhood, and we should be able to do lots of great things.
What does that say about the program? Because you mentioned Kareem Ali. He was also a four-star recruit. Not only, they also got a Greg Webb, who's another four-star recruit. You're able to get two four-star recruits on defense, and then yourself, who's a four-star recruit on offense. That diversity of getting a lot of strong players on defense and a lot of strong players on offense has to get you fired up as a recruit coming in here, right?
Yes, sir. It's getting me fired up already. Just talking about it on the side about coming in.
And you know the tradition of Temple University. I saw you said in another interview that you're a big Bernard Pierce fan. How'd you become a big Bernard Pierce fan? You like his style of play?
Yes, sir. I like his style. Running back, when Temple offered me late after my sophomore year, I started looking into the university, and I noticed that Bernard Pearson went to Temple, and I just wanted to, study his game of running style and, take after him.
Who was the one guy that you grew up watching and said on, let's say it's a football Sunday, you grew up watching a certain NFL player and you said, I want to be like that guy one day. Who was that one professional?
Honestly, probably Adrian Peterson.
Adrian Peterson. Okay, as we're talking to TJ Simmons, who's our guest right now. Describe your play to the audience. Let's say I've seen your highlight tape. I obviously know it's impressive. I read all the Rivals report. We know that you're going to be a good player here at Temple. But let's say if a fan that's never seen you play and is excited reading all this stuff about you online that TJ Simmons is coming to Temple, describe the kind of running back that you are.
I would definitely say I'm a guy that's always going to have a great smile on his face, always hard-working, great work ethic, very tall, also can bring great speed to the table with also great power. So, just a speedy guy and, enjoys the game and playing with a fashion.
All right, TJ Simmons is our guest right now. Zach Gelb here with you, WHIP Radio in Philadelphia. I saw in your sophomore year you had an ACL problem, and in your senior year you had a fibula problem. How are you from a health standpoint right now?
On a health standpoint, I'm at probably 100%. I got track season coming around, and just ready to start running and everything, get back into it, and we got a chance to play the states in my finals game with the team towards the end of the year.
Now, this schedule for Temple this year, they're going to have some big home games at Lincoln Financial Field. We all know the American Athletic Conference schedule, but you also get Penn State, first game of the year, and then on October 31st, Halloween, you get Notre Dame. Do you circle those games on your schedule when you take a look at Penn State, knowing the potential rivalry inside the state of Pennsylvania?
Yes, sir, I do. It's a great game, and lots of great exposure, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be competitive, and it's going to be ready to roll.
We're talking to TJ Simmons, who's our guest right now. So as you get ready, I know you're going to want to play your first year, and Coach expects you to be able to play your first year. How do you prepare yourself now to be ready to go and learn that system so when you get to Temple, I know you still got to finish up some high school stuff, you're ready to go and produce on the field?
Yes, sir. We're at all kind of steps now. Just learning the playbook now, and as I just start working out now and get myself into shape and start practicing on the little things that can help me continue on my career and to get better, while I take that journey.
Now, before we let you run, I got two more questions for you as TJ Simmons joins us, new Temple recruit, 4-star running back. Zach Gelb here with you, WHIP Radio in Philadelphia, Philly's #1 college radio station. Tell me something about TJ Simmons that most people don't know.
A lot of things about me that a lot of people probably don't know is I love to hunt and fish. I grew up in the country. My favorite color is blue. And in the 100-meter dash, I was #1 in the state of Florida.
Oh, how about that? That's some impressive stuff. Now, let me take you a look into your crystal ball. Let's say when it's all said and done at Temple University in 4 years, what do you want to accomplish here? What do you want people to remember TJ Simmons when they take a look back at your career at Temple?
Well, I just want them to, that guy put it all on the line. He was a hard worker, and we always count on him.
Well, TJ, we appreciate the time today. I can't tell you enough. There's a lot of buzz here on campus that you're coming to be at Temple Owls. You announced that on Wednesday on National Signing Day. There's going to be a lot of Temple football fans that are going to want to see you game one, and hopefully they're going to see you score a few touchdowns up against Penn State. As you know, Temple hasn't beaten Penn State in a long time. So be well, enjoy the rest of your senior year, and we'll catch up again with you real soon when you get on campus.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.